So yeah, man, the Temple with MAGZ, RVLR MAGZ. Shout out to MAGZ, man. When he came through to select beats, went through a whole bunch of stuff, but when that beat came up, it was just a different energy. His reaction, and it was unlike the other people heard that beat but didn't have that reaction. So for him it was a no-brainer. I was like, cool, because like as a producer you can hear a beat a different way, you can envision somebody, and I was like, cool, man, like, you know, if you're into it that much, like it sounds like it's gonna be. And he was like, no, I have an idea. I want to like spit the first 4 bars, and then I want to wheel up the track. I was like, oh man, this is a crazy idea. So that's how that came about. It was like, all right, I'm gonna start this, wheel up, start over the track. So that was all planned out, you know, ahead of time. It wasn't like, oh, the track's done, let's do a wheel up thing. Like that was planned ahead of time, and I never did something like that before. So shout out to MAGZ for having that vision. And then, so when he came through to start recording the track, he was just spitting the bars to me, showing me what he had written. And then when he got to a certain part, I was like, yo, if we're still doing that wheel up thing, like I think that's the part that we gotta like wheel up. And it wasn't directly on the 4th, and MAGZ had a different plan, but man, shout out to MAGZ for, you know, staying open to the concept, and he ended up working around that, using that as the 4th, and then everything got used in the end. But it's just the way that everything got delivered, man. Like it was a real back and forth, and shout out to MAGZ for having all that artillery to work with. So yeah, man, that track came out crazy. And you know, MAGZ has a great singing voice. You know, it's like I think he at the beginning he wanted to get somebody to sing the hook, but he was like, no, I'm just gonna do it myself. Sang all the layers from the highs to the lows, and man, came out great. Nothing bad to say about it, well, obviously, but you know, like the track's crazy. So talking about the video, shout out to everybody who came through to the video. At first we had a few different spots planned out, and we were like, oh, why don't we, when we do this one spot, why don't we, you know, get some people to come through and just hang out at that spot, and then we'll go about our ways to the other spots. And then it got really cold at that first spot, where we were like, you know, we started off at one spot, did a couple indoor shots, and we went to the outdoor spot to meet everybody. And then we were like, you know what, it's kind of crazy outside tonight. The wind was tunneling like crazy that night, and we were like, yo, let's just, so if we still have the spot, let's go back to the spot. Everybody seems like they want to roll with us. They're like, what's the move? So we're like, all right, let's all go back to the spot then. So then that's what you see in the video. It's just us going back to the spot, having a nice time. Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody who came through to that video. Everybody that you see in that video is on the album, and that's the dope thing. That's what I wanted. And not everybody could show up, but a lot of people got the invite. Just not everybody has the same schedule, so it's not. I'm not saying that to you know, do that to anybody, but you know, it's just everybody you see in that video is on the album. Proud to say that, and shout out to that. And I didn't realize that, you know, everybody's showing up in their own little. Some people do the North Face thing, some people don't, but everybody had their own little North Face flavor that night, and it added so much to the visual of that video. I think it really, you know, brought life to the track that the track deserved, you know, and I appreciate that in the end. So shout out to MAGZ for rocking the crazy Jordan 12s, crispy clean, and I had brought a couple of different pairs to the shoot. I wasn't sure what to do, but when I saw that, I was like, all right, these have to go aside. I'm not even gonna say what those are, but I had to rock the Air Carnivores, something that you don't see. It only got retroed once in the past like 30 years. So shout out to those kicks and the fact that they're still, you know, still alive. Shout out to Sneaker Fiend, man. You know what it is. And yeah, man. So happy to get the Air Carnivores out there. It's a rare sighting. Another sighting from the big dogs that show out of nowhere. We're just in the middle of shooting the scene with everybody chilling. And big dogs with gold chains show up. These pit bulls showed up in the middle of the scene. It's like it's just like the Rain Man shoe. Like, we didn't ask for this, but they came through, and these dogs were just, you know, like Lemmy said, it was some of the most beautiful shots he ever got filming, and he's done a lot of videos. Because at one point, one of the dogs just looks up and winks, just like winks at the camera, and just like, what just happened? go watch the video. If you didn't see it the first time, go watch the video. Dog winks at the camera, and it's just, what can you say? Thank you.